Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the PLNR radio podcast. Joined today by Nick Ryan. Nick, what's going on? Big haircut.
Big haircut. Speaking of big haircuts, what's your viewpoint on hairstylists talking to you while getting your haircut?
Man, that's a good
Do
question.
do you enjoy it? Do you hate
No,
it?
I definitely don't
Oh,
enjoy it. Um, but I also feel like it is necessary because
necessary.
it's very awkward if no one says anything. So when I got my haircut like a week ago, I had a lady who didn't say a word to me until the very end. Was like, "How was this?" That was it. And I didn't like that, but I feel like I like it right in the middle, if that makes sense. What about you?
Just to, just a, you know, I think they do it because maybe they'll get a better tip, being more friendly.
Hmm.
I, just give me a good haircut. I don't require them to talk. You know, if they want to say a few words, hey, you got really nice hair, or don't stop moving, something like that. But because I jolt around when I get my haircut. I'm a big jolter.
Is that serious?
No, um, but I just wish I wish that silence. I wish people are more comfortable in silence.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do think there's a lot of people who they feel like they have to say something if there's silence
Yeah,
rather than just, you should be able to just enjoy someone's company even if they're not saying. I'm not saying just be silent the whole time, but it's okay if there's some lulls and stuff. You know what I don't
yeah.
like about haircut people though is when they do sometimes they just like grab your head and like force it down, but they don't say anything to you. No,
Force it down.
don't make
It's
that face
never
like I
happened to me
said.
ever.
Your hairstylist doesn't go get down like that.
No, I like a gentle. She might go a gentle head down, or if I have a gentleman that day, maybe I think the gentleman might maybe give you two fingers and on the back of the head, never forcefully.
I feel like I sometimes it depends on like the hairstylist too. Like sometimes some of them seem just more inviting, so maybe I want them to talk to me more as opposed
Mhm.
to others. I don't I don't know how to judge it because sometimes and I feel like I'm in different moods where I'll come in and I'm like, oh, I wouldn't
That's
mind
I
the
was about to say that.
conversation.
About to say that. I was so when I got my haircut, I was in more of a quiet mood because it was the first time I was getting my haircut, and
Nerve
two
wracking,
and a half months. I was nervous. My hair was long. The haircut came out very poorly in the end, but
You didn't like
so
it.
there was another guy behind me,
Hmm.
and chatterbox man wouldn't shut up to a
Like
point where I was like, "Hey, I want to be. Hey, shut up." This is the
the
guy getting a
hairstyle.
haircut. No, getting a haircut, and it was like one of those talks, when people just say meaningless things to keep the conversation going, like what we do in our podcast. It's basically he was just like he was, he was talking about like a relationship. He's like, yeah, one person's really not for me. I was talking about, really weird to talk to your hairstylist about that. But and she was like, she was trying to pretend to be interested. She's like, oh yeah, really? Then what do you mean by that? Blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, you don't have. Maybe this is his only time throughout the week to talk.
Yeah,
So, you know what I'm saying?
maybe there's definitely some people who like maybe don't have like as good of friends and like maybe they just like need that human connection. Also, have you ever like been getting a bad haircut and like spoken up about it, or you just take it?
So I get nervous sometimes
And you
when
can
I see
tell.
them.
You can tell.
So when the only time I've ever had an issue is when they get it too short on with the clippers on top. I like clippers on top. I like to get the scissors out on top. And sometimes they go too short, and I just
You just said you like clippers on top, and then you said you like scissors on top.
clippers and scissors, same thing.
No, it's not. Clippers are what the vroom, vroom, vroom thing. What do you call
No,
those
no,
then?
no,
What do
no.
you call those then? What do you call it then?
The shaver,
Okay, everybody listening, Nick has to be wrong on this. No one calls.
scissors, clippers are the same thing.
That's not true. Clippers are
Los
literally
Angeles, Los Angeles Clippers.
That's why their mascot's not scissors.
What is it then? What is their
It's,
mascot?
I think it's just like a basketball. I don't think it's anything.
No, it's not.
It's nothing like special. But anyways, keep going.
Yeah,
Dude, with the bad haircut.
So I want to speak up, but I just don't. I just take it. I don't know why. Because it's like I feel like it's their profession, so I should be able to trust them. You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing. I think there's a trust factor, and I've had like a few times where like I'll get like something on the sides, and like I don't want it too short on the sides, and they'll be like, "Oh, I think I should take it like one shorter," and I'm like, "Oh, I think I'm cool here," and they're like, "Oh, trust me, it looks so much better like shorter." I'm like,
when they
right.
push. I mean, if they.
Yeah, and then it comes out bad, and I know it's going to come out bad, and I know I should have stood my ground, but I just didn't. And
you should have stood your
like,
ground.
I feel like most people with haircuts are that way, where they're just like, whatever happens, like they're trusting. There's so much trust involved with that person because whatever happens, happens.
I feel like they are a very proud person, a proud professional hairstylist. I think any type of art, because like if you go up to a painter and I want it
that's
this
different.
Way.
That's so much different.
Not. No, it is not. They're both artists.
Unless they're painting a picture of you. That's it. Because a haircut is doing art on your head. It's my head. I am the canvas,
they're
my
painting,
friend.
Okay, how about an interior designer? How about that? Is that something better for your house?
That's definitely closer. Yeah.
It's a proud people. They're a proud people.
Yeah.
You can't say no.
It makes me nervous. So from here on out, I'm standing up. I'm standing up to hairstylists. They're not going to push me around anymore. What I want, I'm going to get. What about you? You going to stand up?
I'm not.
You were supposed to join me there.
No, I'm not standing up. It's their profession. That's like them coming into my business and telling me what to do. I'm not going to listen to you. I won't.
Anyways, moving on. Are you a pulling, like when you pull into your apartment complex, do you blast the music or do you turn it down?
I usually turn it down a few clicks, not like where you can't hear it.
Yeah.
But like usually I'm jamming. I'm a jammer when I drive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually really blasting it, but I just out of respect. I don't know if other people can hear me. Just a few clicks down. Why do you ask?
I'm the same way. I'm a turn it down, especially at night. And I feel like recently in my apartment complex, it's just been like windows down. Hey, everyone, listen to me. And I don't get that part because, I mean, that's just being intentionally obnoxious. People who just want to be obnoxious like that, I don't get.
I think do they have a good sound system? Was like the bass dropping and stuff?
It was bumping, dude.
One of those.
That was exactly what it sounded like. Yeah, perfect.
So people, it's like a show off. It's like a flex almost. They have an incredible sound system. They want to show it off. And unfortunately, that's what it is.
But is it like that? Is it like that big of a deal? I feel like most cars nowadays have like decent enough sound systems. So also windows down. Windows are down. You can experience your sound better. Do you like driving your windows down, by the way? Like,
oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Windows down, windows down, music up, breeze in your face.
It's not a breeze though. It's literally helicopter hurricane force winds in your eyes.
It feels great on a hot day. There's nothing better, man.
That's why your car
not a cold day.
That's why your car comes with air conditioning or heat.
You need to. So you said something that bothered me. You said most cars have good sound systems. That's not true.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
You did.
I said most.
Rewind it back.
Yeah. And I will. Okay. And I said most newer cars have good sound systems.
Yeah, they have good sound systems, but they don't have a system that you can hear the bass from outside.
I don't want to hear it. Okay.
I'm just telling you, so it's a flex. He probably spent $1,000, $2,000 on that system. He's gonna make everybody hear it because he bought it.
I just
like why do people buy Rolexes, right? Because it's cool. Look at what I can do,
Ooh,
I can buy
again.
this. Ooh, it's an Apple Series 2.
2. Wow.
It's one of the older ones.
I just don't get the drawing attention or just like being obnoxious. And that reminds me of, I came up to visit you, Kelly, and Landry this weekend. and we were playing some mini golf, which I won, by the way, handily. I won't say your
Congrats.
score. I won't say your score. Okay.
74.
But you did not win, is what I will say.
I didn't win. It's mini golf, so
Okay.
it's not the PGA Tour.
But we're four grown men, and we're out there we're still keeping score, playing correctly, and
We're having a good time.
I'm sure you remember. I'm sure you know where I'm going. We look behind us.
Yeah, there was these three country fellas. Country fellas, boots. So maybe some camo, definitely a camo jacket or pants.
The hats.
They all had the trucker hat, and so they each paid $9 because it was $9 for mini golf.
Yeah,
and they just goofed off. Is that the right word?
Goofed off is such an understatement. I feel like
it's an understatement.
Acted like idiots.
They were being obnoxious. They were being obnoxious.
And the only reason to do what they were doing. So what they were doing was like they were like a few holes behind us, and it's like they're chipping with a putter. Remember, at one point they threw the ball into the street.
The ball went into the water at least 3 times, and they couldn't get it.
The ball goes in the water, and one of the kids rolls his sleeves up and reaches into the river to get the
filthy, disgusting water.
When they give you a replacement ball. So another thing that blows my mind. But just to be, the only reason to do what they were doing was to be obnoxious. So why'd you pay $9 to go be obnoxious when you could have like gone to a bar or something?
That is very fascinating. I wish we would have went up to those fellers and asked them, because
we should have thrown our putters at their faces.
We should have just grabbed them a beer and just sat them down.
Been like, hey,
talk to them.
Have one of these. Relax, okay? Because you're very excited right now.
It was fascinating because, like, I guess they were having a good time because there was 3 of them. And they were laughing. They were, oh, man, I hit the ball in the street. Let me hop the fence. But, nobody else was having – maybe they just have such a good time together. They have such an obnoxiously good time together, just like the guy in the car with the music up. It's obnoxiously enjoyable. Is that the thing? Can we coin that term? Obnoxiously enjoyable.
We can coin it, but I don't ever want to be a part of it, okay? You keep defending them, I feel like.
I'm not defending them. I'm just
saying. You're being obnoxious right now.
Have we ever been obnoxious in public?
Never once. I've never once done anything in public.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but not to that
extent.
You're
obnoxious by nature.
Oh, shut up. But anyways, not to that point where it's like I'm trying to draw attention to myself, but like I feel like there's cooler ways to do it than what they were doing.
What? Get a TikTok and do a dance? Is that what you want? You want these kids?
That's what you want.
The Country Trio, that's their TikTok handle. And they go to mini golf courses and they just do fun stuff. Is that what you want?
Be on the lookout for the new Country Trio video. Today,
your TikTok.
Today, we're at Frankie's Funhouse, whatever it was called, playing mini golf. Wow. But anyways,
we're gonna be milking a goat next week.
I can't get on board with that. Okay, I just need to make that clear to everybody. I'm not getting on board with it. If you're in public, you act accordingly.
Everybody else is getting on board, so it's 2020.
You can't say that about everything.
Yes, I can. Times have changed. Times are changing every day.
So I got
things are normalized today that when you would go to jail in the 80s.
What's funny is like earlier today at the gym, I was finishing up cardio and I drink some water. It goes down the wrong pipe and I start coughing. And I'm so embarrassed. I feel like I'm going to get kicked out of the gym. I'm like, I'm like hurting my throat to stop the cough from coming through. I'm like, that's the type of stuff we're dealing with today. 2020.
Yeah. 2020.
Back in the day, I would have let a cough fly.
You could cough on others.
Yeah, for fun.
Obnoxiously fun. Obnoxiously entertaining.
It was obnoxiously enjoyable. You didn't even get it right.
Enjoyable, entertaining. That's the same word. Synonym.
Just like clippers.
Synonym.
Clippers and scissors.
Clippers and scissors. Synonym.
Anyways, I got two questions about bicyclists that I've seen recently. And I have a huge problem with bicyclists on the street.
Yeah, it's a big robbery.
as we talk rivalry,
Yeah.
as we talked about before. So, I'm driving the other day. This guy is on his bicycle, and the light's red. He's driving on the.
Right.
He's on the street, not in a bike lane. He's just on the street,
Going with traffic.
going with traffic. So he's doing good there. Good for him.
Right.
Red light. Cars are stopping. All he does is give a look left and right and go through the red light. And I'm wondering what you think. If you're a bicyclist riding in a car lane, do you have to obey traffic signals?
You have to obey. I thought that was you have to obey. I'm pretty sure you can get a ticket. I think that's even a thing. I think you get a ticket.
Do you think do cops ever do that? Do they ever pull over bicyclists?
They should. I don't think they do because they're more worried about
embarrassing
cars. Imagine a cop just chasing a bicyclist down the road.
What would you do if? So we're both in agreement, at least, that they need to obey the
yeah,
signals.
That's ridiculous. I mean, that's how people die.
So like in like bigger cities and stuff, they have bicycle cops still, and like even like Segway cops at places like
right.
If a bicycle cop, like, can they pull over a car on a bicycle? Is that allowed, or is it more for pedestrians?
I would say it's more for pedestrians. Their patrol is not on the street. It's maybe in a park.
It's not their jurisdiction.
Or something. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say the jurisdiction because if they see something illegal going down in a car, they can go after it.
So now my next question is, say a bicycle guy puts a siren on you and you're in your car. Are you going?
Honestly, I might just step on that pedal. He might call some backup.
That's what I'm saying. If he gets your license plate, then you're screwed. But other than that, I think I'm getting away. I would never think about running from a cop ever because there's no like win with it. But if a bicycle
you might win.
If a bicycle cop came up, there'd be a thought in my head that's like I could get it.
What about a horse? Cops are on horses.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't run from that. I wouldn't run from that because
you wouldn't run from a horse.
No, horses can go like what, 40 miles an hour probably.
The agility of a horse is not very good. The horses have good agility.
Okay, what do you? Okay,
so one quick right turn and another quick right turn, you lose.
Oh, you're saying the horse doesn't turn fast enough?
Yeah, I'm saying the horse has to slow down. It's not like one of those ponies you bet at the Kentucky Derby.
You don't know that. What if it is?
Yeah, oh, so. What's a horse name?
But if you're getting chased
Cheeseburger, you're riding Cheeseburger.
No, it'd be something like if you're getting chased by like Three's Company.
Why do they name horses weird names?
I don't know. That's a good point. Why don't they just name them like Horsey or like Charlie or something?
Jack.
This is my horse, Jack. No, but I wouldn't run from a horse because it's a lot faster than a bike. I think it would actually have a chance of
again, dude.
And I'm thinking about the license plate thing.
A horse, a guy on the police is bouncing up and down. He's not getting a clear view of the license plate.
Have you ever been on a horse? Have you ever been?
Yeah, I've been on a horse.
Obviously not a good one, okay? Because you can still see when you're riding a horse.
You've never galloped on a horse. Have you ever galloped on a horse?
Yes.
You have never that's such a lie.
You're lying. When I was younger, I went horseback riding, dude.
You galloped at a fast speed. At a fast speed.
Yes, you get to an open like strip of land, and they let you open that thing up, see what it's got under the hood. And I'm telling you, it can keep up with a car for a little bit.
For a little bit. And then let's say the car takes a hard right turn down an alleyway. Is the horse going to keep up down that right turn?
No, but I think he gets your license plate by that time and you're screwed.
Okay, you have poor vision, correct?
I have corrected vision, so it doesn't matter.
You have poor vision.
Okay, so what are you implying that I'm riding the horse without my contacts?
I'm implying that it is not as easy as you're saying. So the car is going to be at least, 20 yards in front of you?
No,
10, 15?
Sure.
You can see a license plate 10 yards away while galloping on a horse.
Yeah.
There's no. And read it clearly and get every letter and number.
1,000%.
This is just ridiculous.
That's why they give you the test at the eye doctor, where you can see the letters and numbers.
Yeah, what line you reading at? 2? You see the E?
With my corrected vision bottom, with my non-corrected
Why
vision.
do you keep saying corrected vision? That's making me mad.
I mean, sorry, with my contacts, you know.
Thank you.
With my corrected contact vision.
You sound a little like
kind of high class there, huh? Like maybe
with
I'm
my corrected vision. Yeah,
listen,
like
I know people like you don't know what I'm experiencing, okay, with my corrected vision. But
yeah, because I have vision. I have vision. I don't wear contacts or glasses.
You know what's crazy? If I take my contacts out and do like that test, like the eye test or whatever, to look at letters, I can't see the biggest letters. It's that bad.
No way.
Yo, it's horrible. Like if I took them off right
you're basically blind.
Yeah, if I took them off right now and like looked at, like I wouldn't be able to make out your face.
That's kind of scary.
Isn't it scary? Because what if I lived like 100 years ago?
You'd probably just be shot, just taken out.
I feel like I can't see, Pa. Come on out back with me. Come on out back with me. Wow. Dude, I did think about that.
Like, what if one day like contacts go extinct? You have to wear glasses every day?
Well, I think about getting like LASIK in the future.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like that'd be easier, and I feel like it's pretty.
That's scary. Surgery on your eyeballs?
It is scary, but I feel like it's pretty low risk now. Like it's like pretty good. But yeah, my vision's pretty horrible. It's very bad. Like it's when I wake up, I can't like do anything until I put my contacts in.
Where am I?
Yeah, I don't know if I wake up in my house or not.
You forget where you're at.
One more thing about bicycles, though. If you were to ride a bicycle, like for pleasure or for just to get like exercise, would you wear a helmet?
Of course, 100%.
Really?
Yes.
I think it looks so lame.
It does look lame, dude. Come on, the safety factor outweighs the lame factor.
Yeah, you know how many people, bicycle?
Do you remember the show Scarred? I know you do. Jacoby Shaddix.
Of course.
Half of those guys would have been 100% okay. Maybe a concussion if they would just wear a helmet.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have been scarred. They wouldn't have been on Scarred.
Oh, you want to have a reboot of Scarred?
When I was like in like middle school, I used to ride my bike to school, and like I was supposed to wear a helmet. Like my dad would be like, "You have to wear a helmet." So I would wear it as I was leaving, and then when I got out of sight, I would take it off and wrap it around my handlebars because I didn't want people at school to see me wearing a helmet, and I would do the same thing when I was coming back home.
Dude, so, it's you're a problem right now. You're speaking to the youth of America.
Let me tell you this, kids. If you want to be safe, you wear a helmet. If you want to be cool, you don't wear a helmet.
You wear a helmet, especially if you're going at high speeds, exercising. You could hit a rock. Don't you want to protect your face and the eyesight you have left?
Well, see, that's my thing is I don't have any eyesight to lose, so maybe that's why I took such a big risk.
That's true. I have perfect eyesight, so I need to protect that at all costs. That's why I wear the expensive sunglasses, and
I just started wearing sunglasses. Like maybe that's why my eyes are so bad because I just like never wore sunglasses ever.
Yeah, and you have the light blue, which attracts the harmful rays. We talked about this.
But I also, as I wore contacts, like when I first started wearing glasses and contacts, that's when it started to get like way worse. So I think my eyes got so dependent on it that it just like without them, I'm like, it's useless.
Wear a helmet.
Wear a helmet, kids.
Yeah. Would you rathers?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Would you rather turn bright purple when you become embarrassed?
Okay.
Or would you rather? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on what was it? Oh, would you rather have uncontrollable sweat? Like when you sweat, it's like you got in a pool. It's like you jumped into a pool.
Like so it's the question is is it based off embarrassment or the second part is just if I sweat? Let me read the question
when
out
you
loud
sweat
again.
When you sweat, you don't have little sweats. When you walk outside, you might sweat a little bit. You're
Say
drenched.
say the whole question in order again because I don't know.
I don't
what the
understand
second
how you
part is.
forget the would you rathers.
I didn't forget it. You paused in the middle, so it didn't
I
make sense.
butchered it a little bit. Would you rather become bright purple, your skin, you become a bright Barney. You know Barney, remember Barney, the dinosaur? You become
Of course
that
I do.
purple
Yeah.
when you become embarrassed. Or would you rather sweat? When you sweat, you become soaked, like you jumped into a pool.
So with the second part, is it because of embarrassment I'm sweating? They're both based off embarrassment.
No. It's just because your sweat follicles just pour out sweat.
Okay, sweat. One of them I'm sweating, which is a normal thing people do, and it's fine if I'm soaked. The other one is I turn purple.
You're soaked like in a pool soaked. Your hair is disgusting. Your clothes are drenched.
At least I'm not purple.
How often do you become embarrassed?
What's your answer?
Purple.
Well, what's the level of embarrassment? Does it have to be like, oh man, I'm very embarrassed?
The more embarrassed, the more purple. so you might be a little embarrassed. So maybe somebody flatters you, maybe you'll just turn a little light shade of purple. But guess what? You fart in the middle of a banquet hall, dark or really bright purple.
Oh man.
And then, it goes away once your embarrassment feeling subsides.
Oh gosh. I'm still going sweat. I think purple's ridiculous.
Dude, it would be
I don't
ridiculous.
know. Well, now
I don't think I'm embarrassed that much.
Now I'm thinking because I sweat a lot. I sweat a lot.
You sweat a lot. It'd be like you can't wear those clothes again until you get them a wash.
But I feel
you're doing extra loads a wash.
I'm thinking about being at the grocery store and at the grocery store when you're someone will be like, all right, they say all right, take care, and I'm like, all right, dude, as well, you mess up the greeting back.
Yeah, they say here's your change, or they say,
and I'm like, you too.
Yeah, or something. Oh, enjoy your food. That's a good. They say
enjoy food. Enjoy your food.
Too. You too.
Something about that.
That's a little bit. That's just
I'm getting light purple. I'm
getting a little light. I feel so. The only fault I see with my answer, I can handle that myself, but people might figure out, you guys, my friends, might purposefully get me embarrassed, so I change color.
Yeah. I actually think I'm going to change my answer to purple because I sweat so much.
There you go. Nick with the W. Woo! All right.
I got one here. If I can share. All right. So your life is on the line in this scenario, okay?
All right.
Your life's on the line. Would you rather be stuck with an avalanche, you're stuck on a snow mountain with an avalanche chasing you? On your choice of transportation down. Can't be motorized though. So snowboard, skis, you can a tube if you want.
I'm going out fun.
Or would you rather have to climb a mountain with no harness?
So, and I'm no harness. So no harness, but I have the equipment needed. Wait, no harness. So I'm free climbing it.
Yeah, you're free climb because if you have a harness, then there's no really threat.
Well, I'm gonna have to go with the avalanche. I think I have a better chance of surviving than I'm free climbing it.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Look at me. I'm a heavy guy.
You don't got strong fingers.
I don't got the finger strength, and the avalanche. I'm picking a snowboard. And actually, it's easier. Oh, not motorized.
What way are you shredding down the mountain, man?
What?
What way are you shredding down the mountain?
I feel like skiing easier. I've never skied. Have you ever skied?
No, that's a big issue. I've snowboarded, but skiing, I feel like you got to be good to have any chance to be getting away. So I would take a tube personally because at least I could just sit on a tube and control it at least,
But what if you tip over?
Then I'm underneath.
That's a risk you're willing to take. Yeah, this one was pretty lame because I feel like you're agreeing with me already.
I'm agreeing with you? Well,
that you're going to pick the avalanche.
No, I'm free climbing that mountain, man.
But you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're dead.
Yeah,
Dead.
Avalanche is probably the right answer. I think you're gonna probably die in both scenarios, but
No, you're
uh,
not. You can
you can't.
outrun an avalanche. Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
that's tough though. It's not like a
It's
wave where it just crashes. It crashes and I mean, you're stuck there for hours.
But don't you like? Then okay, then the avalanche consumes you, and then that dog comes and sniffs you out of the sand or the snow.
That is true. I mean, all signs point to Avalanche, man.
You know
You're
that
right.
that
Okay.
cartoon dog, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and it has the whiskey, I think, that wakes you up around his neck.
I've never
Barrel
seen
of
that.
whiskey.
I've never
Yes, you
seen
have.
that. No, I really haven't.
2-0 Nick.
Next.
My
What the?
last one. I won that one. You agreed with me.
Yeah, because I had such a foolproof question. So we'll
My
call it
last
1-1.
one. Would you no? Would you rather have a 1-minute conversation with any time of your future self or your past self? Any part in the past, any part in the future. 1-minute conversation.
Well, let me tell you this, all right? Technically, they're both the same.
I would love to hear your explanation.
Well, if I'm talking to myself in the past, then my past self's talking to myself in the future. Is that correct? Uh-oh.
No?
A huge
talking
win
about?
for Peyton.
Wait, no.
Now
What are you talking about?
Listen. Hey,
Okay,
you gotta
your
relax
past-
so I can
okay,
explain it.
No, listen, I know what you're saying. Your past self is talking to your future self. Yeah.
No matter what, there is always a future and a past self in that scenario.
Yes, but that's not the scenario. The scenario is you could talk to your past self and change the future,
So
or
I guess
vice versa. Talk to your future self.
I guess my
Okay,
answer.
thanks for stating the obvious. Thanks for stating the obvious.
I guess my answer is both, since they're both the same.
That's not. No, it's
No,
not.
I'll answer it, but obviously I didn't say the obvious because I blew your mind when I said it, right?
No, you did not blow my mind
Dude,
because
I got stuff working up here, man.
You looked way too deep into the question.
No, I didn't. It's just that's immediate. You know what? I'm a deep guy. Okay, so I'm a deep, complicated
Answer
guy.
the question.
Okay, so rather have a minute conversation with myself in the past or the future.
And it could be any age in the past or any age in the future.
So my initial, how I like to blurt things out. My initial thinking about it is I want to say future immediately, but I also would like kind of like the future to maybe be a surprise. I don't want to know.
Right.
But
And it's
also,
a minute. How much can he tell you in a minute?
Yeah, but also,
Hey,
I feel like
ugly.
I'd spend 30 seconds saying, "Hey, I'm from the past," So that would be enough.
Yeah.
But then talking to myself in the past, what's the point? I mean, I've already experienced
You could tell your past self about like a future technology. Or a game. They could bet a whole bunch of money, and then you just completely change your future, and now your past self changes you.
Then past seems like the easy answer, since I could change my future.
Yeah, but then future could do the same thing when you go talk to him.
No, he couldn't, because I have to go back to my time, and now I just know what happened. Well, you're right. He could tell me.
Oh my gosh!
See, this is what I was talking about, dude.
Yeah,
There's too many moving parts.
There's a lot of moving parts.
I'd like to talk to my present self with the future and present and past.
I think I'm going future because I get all the benefits.
I'd say future as well, because I would be able to take care of it myself, I guess.
Right. I don't have to trust my idiot past.
Yeah, that young kid, back in the day, he didn't wear a helmet. What am I going to trust him with?
Yeah, that you could change the parallel universe.
That, you know what? I really poked a huge hole in that logic and really got my mind working. That was a fun one.
That was a fun one.
So 2-1 today on Peyton with the Would You
on
Rathers,
Nick with
obviously.
the W, right?
You got anything else for these listeners?
No, man. Just keep it banging.
Keep it banging. Stay safe. Wear your helmets, and I need you to sign off with the real thing though this time.
Thanks for listening to PLNR Radio podcast. It's banging.
What a weird cadence you used to end that, man.
What are you talking about?
All right. Thanks for joining us.